The following is a statement by a senior airline pilot with years of flying experience, highly trained, and who has been regularly examined by medical experts.
Stefano Guerra, Swissair captain.
I was flying over the Alps, in the region of Biasca, at 5,000 meters, when I saw a light to the north, which a few seconds later I lost from my field of vision. I didn't manage to see it again. At that moment, another pilot was flying in an easterly direction, in the same area of the Alps, and asked radar if there was an object in the same place where I'd seen my object. It wasn't visible to radar control. The pilot said he saw a strange, unidentified form, which corresponded to the one I'd seen in my airspace. He couldn't explain it, and said apparently it was quite big, but clearly not an aeroplane.
Ho avuto occasione di parlare con questo pilota, lui ha dichiarato di aver visto una forma che apparentemente sembrava estremamente grande, abbastanza aguzza, circa 3 volte di lunghezza per 1 volta di altezza, e appunto non era identificabile come un aeromobile, non era identificabile come né piccolo aereo né aereo di linea.
Quindi non poteva,
could it have been a meteorite?
Esperienza trattarsi nemmeno di un meteorite?
No, perché un meteorite sarebbe stato
No, because meteorites move, and this one was stationary.
in posizione fissa e è poi sparita di seguito.
Probably the object didn't show on the ground radar at that point, because it wasn't moving like a normal aeroplane. It was an enormous area of white light, as big as 4 jumbo jets. According to both pilots, it stopped and then went away and was neither an aeroplane nor a meteorological phenomena.
Captain Schmidt, Swissair.
The radar station at Maastricht informed us that a UFO was proceeding in a northerly direction. It then turned towards us at a speed to 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers an hour, very fast indeed. Eventually it stabilized in relation to our position to 3 nautical miles to our right at 45 degrees. That's about 5 kilometers from us. We put on the headphones and looked to the right, and suddenly there was an immense flash in front of us. I hadn't seen anything like it. Very fast and very intense. The radio didn't give any signal. Nothing at all. Maastricht told us that the object stopped for a minute behind us and then went south at great speed. It was traveling 4 to 5 times the speed of sound. Later I read the report of the radar controller. After checking the data, he wrote the speed was double that, which means it was 10 to 12,000 kilometers an hour. It went away in a southerly direction. It returned and went away again. It was as if it was playing hide and seek with us. The UFO was enormous, very fast, and it was flying at 10 to 12,000 kilometers an hour. It was seen on radar and seemed to play with the airliner, not behavior that you would expect of a military or experimental aircraft. And this is how another Swissair pilot explained his experience.
Captain Peter Bircher, Swissair.
Suddenly the object, which had flown with us for a while, veered and then at top speed disappeared, turning through 90 degrees. I think that this behavior would exclude a natural explanation of the phenomenon. since the object resembled no known flying object. It was practically suspended in the air in front of us. It then went away at a high speed, veering at 90 degrees in relation to our route. No known flying object can do such a thing. Many civil pilots are reluctant to talk about their sightings of UFOs. They don't want to be ridiculed, and often they want to protect their flight crew. Military pilots are bound by official secrecy for the duration of their service.
Captain Duverstal, Swissair.
At first, we thought we were seeing a star, or at least we believe it to be a shooting star. But straight away I told myself that it wasn't possible because of its speed. It fell gently to the horizon and then oscillated a little to the left, and then to the right, and then left and right. It then returned to its original position. All of this in less than 30 seconds. That's far from normal. Have you spoken about this to military pilots? I've spoken to American military pilots in Alaska. They tell me that they've reported many strange things in those out-of-the-way places, but that they weren't allowed to discuss these things.
So you think that the military pilots know more than they can tell about UFOs? Have they also observed this kind of stuff and just can't speak about it?
Oh, sure.